Good evening, sir. This is our topic, load line chart, and this is my member, ANOT-VERGARA-F3A and Vergara Nathaniel. Load line is a special marking position amidship which the peak and drop of the vessel and the maximum permitted limit in distinct type of water to which the ship can be loaded. As a result of the numerous maritime accidents that have happened at the sea due to overloading of vessel, the significance of having a standard maximum limit of ship was identified long before. However, it took many years from then to have an international agreement for the universal application of load lines. It was 1930 when the first time International Load Line Convention took place, after which it was periodically amended until the latest one that happened in 2003. Purpose and density of load lines. The fundamental purpose of a load line is to allow a maximum legal limit up to which a ship can be loaded by the cargo. By prescribing such limits, the risk of having a vessel sailing with indicate freeboard and buoyancy can be limited. A vessel should be having sufficient freeboard at all times. Any exception made will result in inefficient stability and excessive stress on the ship hull. This is where load line play an important role, as it makes the task of detecting whether the vessel is overloaded its freeboard tremendously easy and effortless. However, since the buoyancy and immersion of the vessel largely depend on type of water and its density, it is not practical to define a standard freeboard limit for the ship at all times. For this reason, the Load Line Convention has put regulation that divide wood into different geographical zones, each having a different prescribed load line. For example, a vessel sailing in winter or North Atlantic Ocean will have a greater freeboard than on a voyage in tropical zone and fresh water. Understanding load line mark. As we have already defined above, the load line is a special marking position amidship. All vessels of 24 meters and more are required to have this load line marking at the center position of length of the summer load waterline. There are two types of load line markings. Standard load line marking. This is applicable to all types of vessel. And number two, timber load line marking. This is applicable to vessel carrying timber cargo.
These marks shall be punched on the surface of the hull, making visible even if the ship's side paint fades out. The mark shall again be painted with white or yellow color on the dark background, black on the light background. The complete load line marking consists of three vital parts. Neckline. It is horizontal line measuring 300 mm by 25 mm. It passes through the upper surface of the freeboard. Load line disc. It is a 300 diameter and 25 mm thick round shape. It is intersected by a horizontal line. The upper edge of the horizontal line marks the summer salt water line, also known as Clemson line. Load lines. Load lines are horizontal lines extending forward and up from the vertical line place at a distance of 5.8 from the center of the display measured to the end. Load lines are the horizontal lines extending forward and up from a vertical line placed at a distance of 540 mm from the center of the disc. They measure 230 mm by 23 mm. The upper surfaces of the load lines indicate the maximum depths to which the ships may be submerged in different seasons and circumstances. S. Summer. It is the basic freeboard line at the same level as the Plimsoll line. Other load lines are marked based on the summer freeboard line. E. Tropical. It is 1/48 of the summer drop mark above the summer load line. W. Winter. It is 1/48 of the summer drop mark below the summer load line. WNA. Winter North Atlantic. It is marked 50 mm below the winter load line. It is applied the voyages in North Atlantic, about 36 degrees of latitude during the winter months. F. freshwater, it's the summer freshwater load line. The distance between S and F is the freshwater allowance, FWA. TF, tropical freshwater. It is the freshwater load line in tropical. It is marked above the T and an amount equal to WFA. Timber load line marked. Ships engaged in the timber deck cargo trade are required to have a special set of load lines known as the timber load lines. Such vessels comply with the Code of the Safe Practices for ships carrying timber deck cargo in construction and the other requirements obtaining greater reserve buoyancy and lesser summer freeboard. Timber cargo vessels will have a second set of load lines marked similar to the standard load lines positioned 540 mm above the center load line disc. The letter marking of the timber load line is different and are prefixed by L meaning lumber. LS, lumber summer. It is upper edge marks the summer saltwater timber load line. It is situated a specified level above the Plimson line. LW, lumber winter. It is 1/36 of the lumber summer drop below LS. LT. Lumber tropical is 1/48 of the lumber summer drop above LS. LWNA, lumber winter North Atlantic. It is the same level as WNA. LF. Lumber freshwater. It is situated above the LS by an amount equal FWA. LTF, lumber tropical freshwater. It is positioned above LT by an amount equal to WFA. International Load Line Certification. Every ship that has been surveyed and marked in accordance with the present load line convention are issued by the authorized administration. An international load line certificate. The certificate will have a validity of not more than 5 years and will contain all vital information that includes the assigned freeboard and freshwater allowance.
That's all. Thank you,
Yun lang po
sir.
lang.